So, hello students, good morning. So, already we learned a lot of things in the first concept, and we are continuing the second concept of that chapter coordinate system. So, in the second concept, we are going to learn about section formula or division formula. In this, what is happening, we'll just see. Section formula or section rule, something like this, they will call. So, here is a points A and B on the line segment or on the line, we can take. So these 2 points are divided by another point C in between A and B. So this type of division is called internal division. What we call this type of division is called internal division. Internal division. Right. So the same AB is there here. But now point C is dividing something like outside of AB. So this type of division is called, we call this as external division. External division. Right. So what is happening in case of internal division and external division, we'll see. So the division is nothing but C is dividing in the ratio. C is dividing in the ratio AC by CB. So C is dividing in the ratio AC by CB. If you observe AC and CB, both are in the same direction. So the division will be always positive in the ratio. So the ratio in which internal division divides is always positive. Whereas when you look at external division, C divides AB in the ratio AC by CB. So AC by CB, that's a C. Both are in ulta direction, this direction and this direction. So the ratio in which it divides is negative. So here is one beautiful point we can understand is that internal division is always positive, external division is always negative. I hope all of you got this meaning of it. Now here is what is happening is, for example, I have 2 points A and B. So I have A x1 y1 and B x2 y2. I have 2 points A and B like this. So these 2 points A and B is divided by a third point C like this here. This is a point C. But this point C is dividing internally and in the ratio m is to n. Internally and in the ratio m is to n. So what is happening is I want to find the point C which divides AB in the ratio m is to n. So assume that point is some x comma y. So our duty here is we have to find the point C x comma y in terms of x1, x2, y1, y2 and mn. So for that I am applying our location of the point concept. I am just applying our location of the point concept. So first locate the points like this. This division is and this proof is very good proof and it will have a lot of application. So I'm just joining all this to form a triangles. So I will get a similar triangles here. I'll get a set of similar triangles. Got it, students? So this is A, B, C like this, and you assume this is D and this is E, and you assume here it is some M, N, P, something like that. You name it. So what is this distance is called? This distance is called as x1 and this total distance we call it as y. And this total distance we call it as x2 and this total distance we call it as y. Right, students? And oh, sorry, this is x now. We call it as x comma y. So this is x, students. Just a minute. We call this is x. Now if you observe this total distance is what? It's x2. So this is y actually. We have taken wrong. This is y. So this total distance is y. Right. So all of you got this now? Now, if you observe carefully, these two triangles are similar triangles. So can you take the similar triangles concept here? So AC by CB, that is M by N, is equal to, you can say, according to the similar triangles concept, AD by C, I can take AD by C. So Or else one more way I can take it as CD by B or DC by EB. DC by EB. Right? So this is according to the similar triangles concept. Right, student? So what is happening here we will see. I'll take these two first. So what is AD? AD distance is nothing but this distance. This is nothing but x minus what? X1. X minus, I'm taking another color. Try to understand this. X minus X1. What is this distance? CE. CE means this gap. I need this gap. This gap is nothing but till here x2 and this is x means this is nothing but x2 minus x. So what I'll get? Therefore, my m by n I am getting it as x minus x1 by x2 minus x. So if I simplify completely, m into x2 minus x is equal to n into x minus x1. Therefore, mx2 minus mx is equal to nx minus nx1. Therefore, finally what I'll get is m plus n into x is equal to mx2 plus nx1. So, x is mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. Similarly, if I take this next to 2, then what I'll get, that will be nothing but y minus y1 DC. DC means this gap, y minus y1. So this small gap is y minus y1 and this gap is y2 minus y. So y2 minus y. So we can simplify and we'll get it again now. Y as my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. Beautiful derivation, very important also. Therefore, my point cx comma y, we got it as mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n comma my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. So this plus sign is saying internal division. If I take a minus sign, what will happen is I will get to minus sign for external division. So here is the logic, students. Plus is for internal division when the point C is lying internal, and minus is for you take for what? External division. External division. So this is about basic concept, right? Here is few beautiful observations you can observe. Point number one observation is observation one from the derivation, which is very important. Observations are very, very important. Observation one. See, in this division, somebody is asking point C, or they gave A x1 y1 and C is some x comma y and B is some x2 comma y2, something like this they give. The ratio in which it divides is, that is nothing but AC by CB is nothing but what we are getting, x1 minus x, x1 minus x, x1 minus x, that's what we got in the derivation, x1 minus x by x minus x2, means what? Just subtract x1 minus x is to x minus x2, or else one more way is y1 minus y by y minus y2. So when somebody is asking the ratio in which it divides, you can directly use the formula called what? X1 minus x. Directly you can use it. No need of applying all those formulas, right? So this is observation 1. So observation 2 or case 2. Observation 2 is nothing but if the line is, or if the ratio is m is to n is 1 is to 1, means this fellow will become midpoint. No? So C is called bisecting point. What we call this is, we call it as a bisecting point or midpoint. What is the meaning of bisecting? Bi means bisecting. Bi means two. Secting means cutting. So it is cutting into two equal parts. That's called bisecting point, right? So then what you will get, that midpoint C is nothing but formula, put M1 and M and N11 there. Therefore I'll get average of these two. Average of these two. Right? So observation 3 is, or the next case 3 in this you have to learn is, if m is to n is the students, 1 is to 2 or 2 is to 1, means I'm taking something like this. Try to understand. This is A, this is some point C, and this is some point D, and here is our B. So this is dividing into three equal parts, one part and two parts. So 1 is to 2 or 1, 1, 1. So you observe here. So D is dividing in 2 is to 1. So D is dividing in 2 is to 1 and C is dividing in 1 is to 2. So then the points C and D are called points of trisection. Why trisection? It's dividing into three equal parts. So points of trisection. What is the meaning of trisection point means? Which divides in 1 is to 2 or 2 is to 1. So I'll get to 2 points C or D. So what is C? C is nothing but 1 is to 2 division point. So if I assume x1 comma y1 and x2 comma y2, we can get it as. So this distance is 1 unit, 1 is to 2, 1 x2. So x2 plus 2 x1 by 3 comma y2 plus 2 y1 by 3. I think all of you got the point C. And point D is given by, what I'll get, point D is nothing but x1 plus 2x2 by 3 comma y1 plus 2y2 by 3 by 3. That is point D. So here is one more beautiful thing we can observe, that the distances in this A, C, D, B, na? Once upon a time they asked in Iitjee. So AC is equal to CD is equal to DB. That's what we can observe. The distances ratios are equal means the distances are equal. So here is the midpoint of CD is equal to midpoint of AB. That's beautiful observation. Once upon a time IIT question asked on this. So this is about observation 3. Now I'm going to observation 4. Observation 4. What is this observation 4 is saying that, or case 4 is saying that, case 4. If the line joining AB is cutting x-axis, for example, means this is x-axis. So line joining AB is cutting x-axis at points. At points. See, any point on x-axis will be 0, some k comma 0 na, k comma 0. You can take some k comma 0. So what is the meaning? Its y coordinate is 0 na. What is y coordinate in which it divides m is to n will be? Y coordinate is 0, which is nothing but what? My2 plus ny1 by m plus n is 0, which means that m by n is nothing but I am getting it as minus y1 by y2. Minus y1 by, I think all of you get it. Otherwise, you can say another very easiest way also, that earlier we learnt the concept in which ratio it divides. So point A is x1, y1 if I assumed, and point C I am assuming it is some k comma 0 because it is on x-axis, and point B is I am taking it as x2 comma y2. So in which ratio it divides is m by n, you can take it as y1 minus 0 by 0 minus y2. So it's nothing but minus y1 is to y2. Similarly, in which ratio it divides y-axis is, this is ratio in which it divides y-axis is. So x1 comma y1 and b is x2 comma y2. So in each ratio it divides y-axis is, this is y-axis. Y-axis means 0 comma some k I can take. So that ratio in which it divides y-axis is. So this is in which x-axis. This is the ratio in which the line cuts y-axis is nothing but I can take m by n is nothing but x1 minus 0 by 0 minus x2. That's nothing but minus x1 is to x2. Right, student? So this is a basic concept required in this concept 2. So concept 2 is section formula, we can say. It's nothing but division way. And in this we have to do lot of questions based on this concept. I think everyone got this concept. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. And the next thing is, students, if you are getting something, please like it and share it and comment it in the down, and please pass on this to the friends. Therefore, they will get some benefit because of these classes. Right, student? So we'll do 10 questions based on this quickly. So question number 1, I am going. So students, shall I move to the next? So question number one is We'll do quickly question number 1. So there are the 2 points. 2 points they gave it as 1 comma 7 and 6 comma minus 3. Then a points which divides 2 is to 3 internally and externally is. Find the points which divides these 2 points internally and externally is. A very simple question. So take the given 2 points is 1 comma 7 and B is 6 comma minus 3. So I want a point C, for example, internal division 2 is to 3. So how I will get it? Mx2, direct formula. So C is nothing but Mx2, 2 into 6 plus 3 into 1 by M plus N, 5, comma. Next, 2 into minus 3 plus 3 into 7 by 5. So if I simplify this, how much I'll get? 12 plus 15 means 3 comma. Minus 6, 21 means again 15 comma 3. So I'll get a point called 3 comma 3. That's a point which divides internal division. So can you similarly apply this for point D which divides externally, for example. Externally is nothing but just keep minus here, right student? So point D is don't write again formula, just take minus here. So minus if I take means what I'll get? 12 minus 3, 9 by 2 minus 3 means minus 1. Have you got it? So be very careful when you are simplifying this. Minus 6 minus 21. Minus 6 minus 21 means minus 27 by, I'll get it is minus 1. So my formula will be something, what I'm getting is a 9 comma 27 minus 9 comma 27. That is the point which divides externally. So have you got it all of you? Right student. So I'm going to the next question. Long. అమ్మ నేను మరలా చేస్తాను క్లాస్లో ఉన్నాను ఒక అర్ధ గంట తర్వాత చేస్తాను సరే సరే సో స్టూడెంట్స్ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు ద నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ is if a if 2 comma minus 3 and minus 2 comma minus 1 they gave it are the points of trisections of A and B are the points of A and B. So they give point of trisections. Then A and B are dash. Then A and B are dash. Hello? క్లాస్ ఇవాళ ఏం లేదురా నాన్న అసలు సిగ్నల్ మార్నింగ్ మెయిల్ రాలేదు నీకు అదే 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 అది అది చూసేసేయండి వాటికి రైట్ రైట్ స్టూడెంట్స్ ఓకే క్యారీ so what he is asking is they gave 2 points and they gave that their points of trisections so they gave their points of trisections so I'll give options also just a minute I'll check options also I'll give therefore you can easily locate the answers for this question. Yeah, options are nothing but points of trisection. Yeah, option A is 6 comma minus 7 minus 6 comma 5. Option B is 6 comma minus 7 minus 6 comma 4. And option C is 5 comma minus 7 minus 6 comma 4. And option D is 5 comma minus 7 and minus 6 comma 5. So like that I have options students. So how to do these type of questions? So these type of questions we can easily can we can find easily, but the methods which you will use is very important. So here is you have to look at the options only. There is no other alternate because if you follow regular method, it will be very lengthy. So regular method means you will take this is the C and D now. So you take option A and check 1:2, 2:1, and if you get it, you can check it as answer. Have you got it? So I'll go with option one with 1:2. We'll check it. Any of 1 point is getting means okay, we can make it as an answer. So 1:2. So quickly, can you check it? 1 into minus 6 plus 2 into 6 means 12 by 3, comma. So how much you are getting? 6 by 3 means 2. Yes, we are getting 2. Okay. Next one. 5 and minus 14. 5 and minus 14 means by 3. So how much we are getting? We are getting again 9. 9 by means minus 3. So point 1 is getting. We'll check with the second one also. So 2:1 we'll check now. So when I take 2:1, what will happen? So minus 12 plus 6 by 3 comma 10 minus 7 means 3 by 3. So what I'm getting is minus 2 comma 1. So option 1 is valid. Have you got it what I did? So it's very simple. Actually, you can go by different method, but what I feel is verification is the best option. So this is the way I can do when 1:2 for these two options, and this is the one I got when 2:1. So these are our points now. These are our points, right? So these are C and D. Have you got it, all of you? So that is one way. Another way is what I observed is the midpoint of these two and the midpoint of the option should be coincident. So what is the midpoint of these two? 0 comma minus 1. Right, student? So midpoint of these two. CD midpoint is 0 comma minus 1. And similarly, options you check it 0 comma minus 1. AB midpoint also 0 comma minus 1. So you can say option A is correct. I think all of you got the logic. They gave point of trisections and they are asking the points. Now moving to the third question is, this is third question. So the third question is, so they gave something like this. They gave something like this. X-axis divides the line joining. X-axis divides the line joining. The line joining 2 comma minus 3 and 5 comma 7 in the ratio dash. In the ratio dash. Very simple. Now, when it is x-axis, what is the way? Minus y1 is to y2. That's the formula we learned. So, minus of minus 3 is to 7. Answer is 3 is to 7. Finished. And the fourth one I am giving is, in the above, y-axis divides c is. What is y-axis divides c? Minus x1 is to x2. No? So, it's nothing but minus 2 is to 5. That's it. Now, fifth question I am going is, students, try to understand. The ratio in which, very good, the ratio in which 2 comma 3 divides, the ratio in which 2 comma 3 divides the line joining, the line joining, the line joining 4 comma 8 and minus 2 comma minus 7 is dash. The line joining 4 comma 8 and minus 2 comma minus 7 is dash. So I said already when they gave 1 point, if you want to find the ratio in which it divides, no need to assume it is m is to n and apply the total story. No, not required. You can directly say like this. You can write the points over here 4 comma 8 and this is our point 2 comma 3 given and this is our point minus 2 comma minus 7. So the ratio is nothing but 4 minus 2 is 2. 4 minus 2 x1 minus x is to x minus x2. So minus 2 minus of minus 2. So it's nothing but how much I'm getting. 2 is to 4 means 1 is to 2. So answer is 1 is to 2. Very simple straightforward question it is. The ratio in which 2 comma 3 divides the line joining of 4 comma 8 and minus 2 comma minus 7 is. Directly you can find it. Now I'm moving to the sixth question. It's a previous JE question. So previous JE question, students. So what he says in this previous JE question is, they gave that similar above application, fifth question model on. If the point, if the point x1 plus t, x2 minus x1 comma, y1 plus t, y2 minus y1 divides the join of, this is the point, divides the join of, x1 comma y1 and x2 comma y2 internally. That is very important. It's dividing internally. Internal means the ratio is positive. Then, sorry, this is a previous JE question, so be very careful. Then option A, so t is less than 0. Option B, 0 less than t less than 1. Option C, t is greater than 1. And option D, t is equal to 1. T is equal to 1. Right, student? So this is a product I am making for the students who are aspiring to get into conceptual clarity irrespective of the exam you are preparing for. It may be Eamcet, it may be Bitsat, it may be any state university exams, it may be any deemed university exams, it may be IIT mains, advanced, whoever it may be, whatever it may be. This will help you a lot to build the conceptual clarity. So be very careful, students. So don't miss this type of classes. Right, come back to here. Come back to here. So here is a point they gave, and this divides internally. Very simple. Earlier type only na m by n internally means positive. The ratio is positive. What is the ratio actually? X1 minus x by x minus x2. That is positive actually. Hey, this is extra y, this is y. This is x1, y1. So can you give quickly? So that's nothing but x1 minus of x1 plus t into x2 minus x1 by what you will get? X minus means again this thing. x1 plus t, x2 minus x1 minus x2. This should be positive. So this is cancelled. These two cancelled. And here also anything will cancel, nothing will cancel. So I am simplifying this. I will get minus t of x2 minus x1 by. So in the denominator what I will get? X1 minus x2. I'm taking it out. So 1 minus t I will get, right? This is positive. So these two cancel. Now this minus will come inside. So here one minus will come because volta sign is there. So it will become t by 1 minus t is positive. Right? So take minus common. So t by t minus 1 is negative. Multiply numerator and denominator with t minus 1. Therefore, this t minus 1 whole square, it will become equal to negative. It won't change. When it is a square, you have to make it a square to shift into that side. So I'll get t into t minus 1 is negative. My answer is, what I'll get? 0 less than t less than 1. Which option it is? This is a previous JE question. Option 2 will be the correct answer. So if you observe whether it is a JE or Eamcet or whatever it may be, they are looking at these concepts. So be very careful when you are going to do this. Now, the next application based on this midpoints concept is, look here students, one of the most important, seventh question I am giving. There is a triangle or there is a rectangle like this. Look here, look here, look here. There is a rectangle like this. They gave A, B, C, 3 vertices they gave. And they are asking what is the fourth vertex. What is the fourth vertex? What do we know in case of rectangular square? We know that midpoints of diagonals are equal. Simple, na? So what is the midpoint of A and C? A plus C by 2. Should be equal to B plus D by 2. Therefore, can I get the fourth vertex? D is nothing but A plus C minus B. Na? So means subtract XX together, YY's together, then I'll get the point. So what I am observing is whether it is a square or rectangle. If it is a square, rectangle or square, or for that matter a parallelogram also it will be valid. Or a parallelogram, it will be valid. So fourth vertex is nothing but sum of the two opposite vertices minus the remaining vertex will give us the fourth vertex. Very beautiful concept. And this concept I can apply even a triangle when they gave a triangle and when they gave the midpoints of the triangle like this. D, E, F they gave and they're asking the vertex, for example, A. For example, if vertex A is asking, what I can do? Vertex A is nothing but add opposite, subtract this. So what I'll get? E plus F. Are you getting, students? I'll get it as E plus F minus D. Then I'll get A. So this concept is highly useful. These are nothing but midpoint concepts. So I'm giving few questions based on the seventh question I'm giving quickly. Try to understand this. So what they gave is the midpoints of triangles, midpoints of midpoints of sides BC, CA, AB of triangle ABC are given as 3 comma minus 3, 3 comma minus 1, 1 comma 1 respectively. Then vertex B is dash. Very simple question it is. Very, very simple. You just draw the diagram. A, B, C they give. So what are the midpoints of BC? BC means D you assume, students. You assume this is a D, E, F. So they gave D, E, F. D is how much? They gave 3 comma minus 3. E is nothing but 3 comma minus 1. And F is nothing but 1 comma 1. So now they are asking this thing. So if B is asking means B is nothing but what I can do? D plus F or F plus D minus E. Minus E. So what I'll get from this, can you give? 3 plus 1, 4 minus 3 means 1. Have you got it? X add and subtract this x value, comma. Minus 3 plus 1 means minus 2. Minus of minus 1 means it's minus 2 plus 1 means it will become minus 1. So my point B is nothing but 1 comma minus 1. Like that you can get A, B, C. Right, student? So eighth question is, now they are giving some rectangle. They are giving some rectangle. So try to give me answer for this. So just a minute. Yeah. So the fourth vertex of rectangle is this is a K-set question. K-set question. Fourth vertex of rectangle having is dash having three vertices is having three vertices as 4 comma 1, 7 comma 4, 13 comma minus 2 is dash. 13 comma minus 2 is dash. So the options are, they gave it is 4 comma 1, 7 comma 4, yes, 13 comma minus 2 is options are, they gave it 10 comma minus 5. You can directly, by just observing it, you can say 10 comma 5 and minus 10 comma 5 and minus 10 comma minus 5, like that they gave. So very simple, na? So simply they gave it is 4 vertices like this. So the vertices are nothing but 4 comma 1, 7 comma 4, 13 comma minus 2 they give, and they're asking this thing, right? So what you can do, just add these two, subtract this. 4 plus 13 minus 7 comma 1 plus minus 2 minus 4. So this is our T. So what will we get? So 17 means 10 comma minus 5. So option 10 comma minus 5 means option 1. Like this they're asking. They're not tough, they're very easy, but you should have that conceptual clarity. As I'm explaining to you, I'm writing all this, but when you are doing directly in the blink of eye, you can say, just observe, add it, subtract it, we'll get it. Next, ninth question, just I'm observing you. You give me quickly answer. Three consecutive vertices of a square they gave like this. Three consecutive vertices they gave it as 2 comma 1, 4 comma 3 and minus 2 comma 5. Then what is the fourth vertex? Directly you can say, na? Can you just directly observing and say 0, minus 4. So first point is minus 4 comma. 1 plus 5. 6 minus 3 means minus 4 comma. Last question on this concept is 10th question. This is nothing but uh, we are going with the points of trisection concept. We learned a point of trisection now. So this is a question based on that. P and Q are the points on the line joining such that P comma Q are points on line joining such that line joining A minus 2 comma 5 and B 3 comma minus 1 such that AP is equal to PQ is equal to QB. AP equal to PQ equal to QB. Then midpoint of PQ is dash. Midpoint of PQ is dash. I said the beautiful concept earlier. This is showing what? Points of trisection, right, student? So in case of point of trisection, what is the midpoint of PQ is nothing but midpoint of AB only, na? So these two midpoints. So we know that midpoint of PQ is nothing but midpoint of AB, right, student? So what is midpoint of AB is? Midpoint of AB is nothing but minus 2 plus 3 by 2 means 1 by 2 comma 5 minus 1 4 4 by 2 means 2, so 1 by 2 comma. So, dear students, like this, if you develop daily one concept 10 questions in all different angles, we learned only Eamcet and formula, but we did all the applications of Eamcet and formula. So, if you are learning anything, please share it to others. Therefore, they will also grow with you. And it's a blessing to share the knowledge. So, dear students, this is highly useful 210 concepts. I am designing the product. Quickly, I am going to release. So, those who are going to prepare for 2021 IIT JE, 2022 IIT JE, or those who are in 10th, they want to go for high level subject knowledge and all, this will help you a lot. So, students, please share this and help me to do more things like this. So, thank you and have a nice day.